Hey there, welcome to Georgetown. That building over there, the blue one, is the rear of Chong Fat Z's house. The mansion, the blue mansion, that's easier. Today I'm looking for the artwork that Penang is known for. I've got a map that tells me where they all are, and here's the first one. And it's very faded indeed, but it's also the I've seen a few of these as I've been walking around, and this is the biggest one that I know of. Yeah, there might be bigger ones, I'm not sure. So that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to walk around Georgetown from one side right to the other and hunt down as many of those as I can, many of the street art, as much of the street art. But I'm sure on the way I'm going to get distracted by some nice old buildings like the one I can see just up ahead, and then I'll put my complete ignorance of architecture on display. But I do know what I like, and I'll showcase that. My lack of knowledge and just knowing when I like something, when I see something, I know if I like it or not, and I'll film it. You guys can make up your own minds. The townhouse and trading base of Tengku Baharudin, who we're going to now call Ku Din. He was made High Commissioner in 1897 and Governor in the year 1900, and that was his house. Very nice indeed. I like it. Small. I don't know how far back it goes, but a modest house, especially for a governor. Although I'm sure that he wasn't. I'm not sure that he was governor when. Well, that was his private retreat, his country house in Penang, called the Udini House, I think. There's another one over there. Erected in 1924. It's now a steakhouse. I've shown this on a previous video. That's okay. I think this building here is known as the garage. Again, look, if I'm wrong, I apologise. You can shout at me in the comments. That's okay. I've got thick skin. And yet another fine house. I don't know what it was in the beginning. I don't know anything about it, but it is a pretty cool looking well, it's now a bakery, Kenny Hills Bakers. It is very nice indeed. And right behind me, a series of shop houses. And this one down here. Now, I'm confused. So, maybe someone can let me know. Okay, because we've got here a quite modern looking building there, whatever it is. Wisma Boon Siao. So is it was it originally this, or is this made up? I don't know. Because my ignorance is shining brightly for so early in the video. I finally found it. Now this one, that one behind me there, was on my list to find in the last video, but it was far on the other side of town. So this time I've caught a taxi to this part of town, and here it is, established in 1885, the Eastern and Oriental Hotel. Very large. Very, very large. It's a closer up view of the garage, and check this out. Fake taxi. Huh. I'm not even sure what sort of car it is, but he's got a parking ticket. That building there, all I know is it's possibly called the Mansion. It's got stained glass windows on that end, above that archway. Wow. I very nearly got squashed. I'm also on the hunt for I have a craving. It's only about 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. and I would like to find a full English breakfast. So somewhere that serves a all-day breakfast would be perfect. Quick look in the cemetery. Only because it's actually, this is as far as cemeteries goes, this one is a nice one to walk through, purely for this the overlapping trees here, the branches coming over the path, and it looks really cool. And there's a lot of old stuff to have a look at. I imagine that would be a pretty spooky little graveyard at night time. I didn't show much of it inside. It's a little bit off topic for today's video. But it's very cool to walk around and see. So Francis Light, Esquire, is buried in there, and he's got a fairly modest headstone, and he's credited as being He's credited as being the sort of founder of Georgetown, of Penang. Maybe the founder of colonial Penang, perhaps. So this is historical names. Okay, the Red Hare Old Cemetery, referring to Protestant and Catholic cemeteries at the beginning of the road. Now, this side here, what I just walked through, what you can see now is the Catholic side. There's a wall that divides the cemetery on the far side there, with more graves beyond that. That is the Protestant side. It was originally named after Northam in Devonshire, England. Quite plain, very old. It's now called the Lighthouse Cafe. Don't know what a lighthouse has to do with it, but anyway. Don't know anything about that hotel. This one is called the Southern Hotel. Oh, look at that building over there. Nice. This one here looks like it's about to fall over. But let's get a closer look at that one. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very cool, because that's a coffee shop now. Here's one of the pieces of wrought iron artwork. Not the ones that I'm particularly looking for today. This is the place where the famous shoe designer Jimmy Choo started his apprenticeship. Muntry Street, Georgetown. So I did mention that in my other video. Yes, the famous Jimmy Choo did start his career right here in Georgetown, Penang. Up there is the Blue Mansion. I've shown it in another video. I'm not going to go up there because I just get far too distracted. I'm looking for this artwork, so let's concentrate on that for today. I don't think that wrought iron one was one of them, but there's supposed to be another one down here a bit further. 1958. So not very old. Oh, and the one next to it, which looks completely different, is 1955. The Penang Japanese School. And here's a temple. That's a very big temple, this one. Yeah, intricate was it stonework? I don't know how they do that. How do they do that? Someone tell me. How do they do it? The whole building is just covered with them. It's amazing to look at. Really, really is. I mean, you local guys, you'll know. You'll see these everywhere in across Asia and China, but really, really cool. I'm not going in. I get wow, it is so intricate. Such design, such skill. However they make these. Each one would have a story to tell. There's a boat there that's getting whipped up by the waves. Maybe these guys. I don't know. I said it in the last video, and I'll say it again here. You really have to have eyes in the back of your head when you're looking for this artwork, because I've had to backtrack and find this one. They don't have signs obviously pointing out saying artwork here. You got to look around as you're walking around. There's some more artwork, but it's not what I was looking for. I can see what they've done there. They've the archway's obviously removed his mouth, so they put it there in that archway next to it. But as I said, not what I'm looking for. And the next one on my list is like 20 feet tall. I don't know where it is. Another cool set of shop front buildings. That building is home to the Theatre Restaurant Association of Penang. This one's not bad. So it says there, the black and white Amars were Cantonese domestic servants from Guangdong Hu. They did all kind of household chores and would refer to themselves with wry humour as Yak Kyok Tet. One leg kicks all is the meaning. Very cool. Oh yes, and she's got one leg down there, holding the baby there, holding the feather dust there, and kicking someone up the butt with the other leg. Oh, and she's even got the wooden spoon out there to whack someone. $1928. Very nicely restored, these ones here. I like the colour scheme on this one. Quite basic, but I like it. There's the Shicheng School from 1929. Another temple next to it. Wow, an old classic building there. That's a see, now do I like the unrestored ones better? They have more character, so yeah, I do. This is the well, it's called Love Lane, and it's the area that's where all the things happen at night for the younger crowd. Lots of bars, lots of restaurants, and there is a piece of artwork. Someone playing a guitar. I don't know who. Ah, now that's one of the more famous ones that I've been looking for. So that's one of the first ones that I've seen of what I've actually been searching for. That's a sticker. Another wrought iron piece. Now if I can't get a breakfast along here somewhere, well, maybe I won't actually, because everything looks shut. Bunch of lean-tos in this little alleyway. Don't need to go that way, I need to go this way. Yeah, I'm not sure whether they would be all that old anyway. I'm looking for old stuff, but I do like this little rooftop over the doorway there. Another one there. So this here, this is Sichuan Lane. There's a distribution centre for market produce, and many itinerant hawkers took advantage of the crowds by applying their foods here. One of the favourite food stalls, or foods sold, is Ting Ting Dong, or rock candy. Hardened mixture of sugar, seeds and nuts, loved by kids. There's a kid trying to eat the rock candy. Had to be broken up, hammered. So he's got his hammer there, he's got his chisel, ready to feed the kids. Massive dome of one of the mosques here in Georgetown, and that building there, very nice, very deep frontage on it. See if I can get a better look. Yeah, very good, very good indeed. And there's the front of the mosque. Now I've got shorts on, so I won't go in. It's not the day for it. Oh, look at that one over there, the pink one there. Nice. That building there, built in 1934. You can see just where he's painting it there. And in case you're wondering, it was white and now it's going back to whatever colour that is. What do they mean? Here we go. Nasi Kandar originated from the Tamil Muslim hawking home. Cooked curry dishes and rice from containers slung on both ends of a kanda, a wooden stick, which I've seen before, so that's it there. But what caught my eye was just the back of these old houses here. Okay, not that interesting. But this particular house here, we'll have a look from the front. So that's the front there. I was just wondering what it would have been when it was built. Was it? I'm not sure. I really don't know. I was going to see some sort of public building, but not with this, whatever that is in the front there. Just over the road. Look at that one. The one of the few that I've seen with an external staircase. You know, it's covered, but it's still an external staircase. Nice. Now my hopes of finding I'm looking behind me for the artwork. As I said, if you don't look around, you'll miss it. My hopes of finding a full English breakfast are rapidly diminishing. There's another mosque up there. Shown that on another video. There's another temple here, the Kuliong Tong. Now we're sort of wandering into the territory of where I was in the last video. If I repeat any, my apologies, I'll try not to. But I look at that many houses and buildings that I often forget what I've looked at. This street is named after Kapitan Chung Keng Kui, who generously donated his house to the municipality for vehicular access, ensuring that his name lives on for posterity. Why wouldn't you? If you can afford to do that, put your name on a street sign and live on forever until someone else does it. Takes your place. Lots of graffiti, but it's not what I'm looking for, unless there's some hidden away around here. Someone's thrown a steak to a dog. Can't see any. Now we've finally come across some of the street art that Penang is famous for. Looks unfortunately like it's breaking away. Yeah, very cool. Oh, again, there's another one right behind me. See, if you don't look, everywhere You'll miss it. The Malaysian, I don't know, soccer jersey, Malaysia, number 27. I don't know. I'd be guessing. Here's a little bit more. And whatever that is. Alright, now, have we, yes we have, there's the fire station, just there somewhere. So now I'm going to put in a concerted effort to find some, oh, it's going to be lunch now, so. Okay, no full English breakfast. I do have a pineapple and orange juice, this is very nice. And I've got this, some Bombay curry. That's with rice, obviously. Mutton curry. Very nice. Very nice. That is a very popular piece of artwork. This one I showed yesterday. I'll show it again, only because I'm walking past. Love our turtles. A replica of a painting hidden behind the signs. Painted on tile. And another one. This is right to the entrance, by an entry ticket to the temple in there. The Chia Kongzi Temple. This is Armenian Street. Very, very touristy. Wow, it's all of Georgetown touristy, I think it is. But I do like how they've just got that artwork scattered around. Now I do have some information about what I'm going to presume is the artist behind the works here. But as you can see, there's Lefty, Reggie Lee, Baba Chua and Tang Mun Kian. But all the rest of it's in Chinese, so no idea what it says. A lovely lady standing next to this other piece of art. This one's a little bit more quiet, not as crowded as the other ones. What do we got? The hand rickshaw was I presume that's going to say the hand-drawn rickshaw was the most popular form of transportation in early Penang. Look at a thumbnail. And some more of the ironwork. Ah, now I've seen this on Instagram. I've never walked down it. Don't know what's down here other than souvenirs. A man proposing with a pizza. Oh, this one's dark. That's okay. The Hok Tik Chen Sin Temple. Hello. Ah, look at that. Cool, cool, cool. Now, these are a little bit unique. They're, shop houses right there, but each one's got their own little courtyard, which I haven't seen so far. Or maybe I have and I've just been my usual ignorant self. Pussygato. And hidden down here, there's another one. Four Pussygatos. Now there's another one of the very famous ones just over here, and everyone has just suddenly left. So what a great time to walk across the road. That is actually a chair. Now, what does this one say? A cannon shot fired during the 1867 Penang riots made a large hole in this area, hence the name Cannon Street. Interesting. And just over the road, oh yeah, can you see how wonky they are along there? They're, I don't know whether you can see it that well, but yeah, take my word for it. They are like this, wow, like the window there and the building, and the doorway rather, is, yeah, you can see that, that's for sure. yet another piece of the ironwork street art. This is the much of the traffic of pilgrims from the Muslim Holy Land for the I'm not sure. Went through Atcheen Street where tickets for the trip were sold. Shopping was also a favourite activity. I brought my umbrella with me today because when I was here, 2 days ago, they said no, it wasn't going to rain. It wasn't going to rain, 2 days ago. Today, it's supposed to be a 90% chance of rain. Not yet, but it is so humid. It feels, I wish it would rain. I wish it would rain because it is very, very humid. Now down to a different area. You're not going to see the same sort of buildings down here. I think we've done it for the artwork. I think that's all I'm going to look for. They're spread out a little bit. It's a little bit hard to read my map where they all are, and I got quite a few. Did my best. Over to the Pencallan Weld, which is just over here. If I can get over this road at some stage, and it is I'm going to call it the wharf area. So this is it, the wharf area that I just mentioned. And there we have Penang Clan Jetties, the Weld Quay, and this is the Tan Jetty. Established in 1917, residential. Does that mean there's 12? Oh, here we go. There's more. Ancestors of Tan Jetty residents were fishermen and oyster harvesters from a local village in Fujian province. Now that's China, correct? It is. They initially lived in a shared Kongzi house at Atcheen Street and later built stilt houses by the shore to tie their sampans, which grew into a waterfront community. Let's have a look. So a lot of it now will be residential, but there are quite a number of shops here as well. And a lot of old timber that, when the tide comes in, it's going to be covered up, but it'd be the remains of old buildings and boats, I would imagine. Amazing that they're still lived in. When you get up close, they're in quite good condition. But over there, some of those, not so much. Just a little shack or a little house here on the waterfront, but we all know who lives here. I'm getting tired. Alright, I'm going to go over there into that food court where it says Carlsberg and finish this video. Change of plan on that place. Look, I know they have service charges on just about everything here in Malaysia, but they've got a charge to just sit at a table. No, I don't think so. There's a very old building there. bit dilapidated. This sign out the front says it's Ban Wanley Foundry, and going by all the steel, I say it still is. Alright, managed to find one more. Cross that one off the list. And there's an old building over the road. There's a couple of nice ones along here. Not much else. Couldn't find a beer anywhere. What is that? I have no idea. Okay, and here's the building I saw. It's not very old at all. It looks like it says 1950 up there. Still makes it older than me. Alright, that's enough from Georgetown, Penang. Thanks for watching. Hope I didn't bore you too much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.